call the meeting, the November meeting of Monuments and Ceremonies Commission to order. It is, we're a little late, so we'll call it
3:34.
3:34. All right, and thank you all for attending. Appreciate it. We have a copy. Everyone should have a copy. Terry, do you need it?
Sure.
Minutes
There's
from
the agenda.
November, from October's meeting. Thank you, Nancy, for doing such a nice job writing them all up. And so, do we have any things that needed to be fixed on that?
Does anybody know what time we finished last?
Oh, yeah, right.
Because I called for adjournment, all seconded, but I didn't write down what time.
You could probably, our meetings
4:15?
typically are 45 minutes.
So 4:15.
Okay, that's safe.
When under the street sign program, put Susan Shore, and it should be Susan Shannon.
Oh, Shannon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? It's Susan Shannon?
Shannon.
Oh, where did I
S-H-A-N-N.
get Shore? Who's Shore?
I am.
Oh, you are. It's been a long day. I had ESD FOD training today, believe me.
Yes, never mind.
It's FOD, it's foreign object debris, and ESD is electromagnetic discharge. It's for the company I work for. They do lighting and planes and military and night vision and all this kind of stuff. And we have to do these things to make sure that there's nothing in there that, you know,
Right.
could blow up a plane or something.
Yeah.
So it's like,
All right, well.
that was 1:30 to 2:30.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Were there any other,
Oh,
Okay, so
yes,
this-
Declaration Day. Jamie
I'm
Stevens
so
said it's,
sorry I skipped your
instead of PH, it's V.
Who's with the
And it's
spelling,
S-H-A-N-N-O-N. I'll make sure I spell it right now.
so up in Declaration Day, Nancy, Jamie Stevenson, it's with a V, not a PH.
S-T-E-V.
I should know that. Mm,
All right,
Okay.
great. So do we have a motion to accept the minutes as
Sure.
edited?
Motion to accept the minutes as edited.
All right, and a second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, excellent. The meeting minutes are accepted from October. Okay, so as far as commission membership, we are full. We have filled all of our positions. We'll be, there are opportunities with our committees within the commission for other people to participate if they are interested. So we're always looking for people that might be interested. And, you know, our Memorial Day Parade is several months away, half a year away, but we'll, if anyone's thinking of looking for ways to participate in the town, and Declaration Day was such a nice event,
Right.
definitely would look for more people to be involved, would welcome that. So,
We can, beginning of January, Jamie and I will start working on that again.
okay,
To make sure
great.
we get things lined up and.
So for people that are out there listening, don't think because our positions are full that we would not love to see you and have you participate with us and help. So next is the Veterans Day observance. That was on Saturday.
Oh,
Thank you.
we're skipping cemetery members? We're skipping the cemetery committee?
No,
No.
I'm
we're
on
on
it.
Oh, you're on the agenda, sorry. It's been a long day. Okay.
You should go out the
Veterans Day.
door and come back in.
I'll just breathe a little. Okay.
Oh, boy. So thank you to everyone that helped. Was many hands made light work, so thank you, and thank you for everyone that came
You
and.
did such a lovely job.
You
Well,
did,
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Loved your remembrance.
and you look great in your uniform.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
yes.
Well, thank you.
Yes. And it was nice meeting your husband and son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were getting ready to go and do a Boy Scout thing, and so they were running late and running all around, and I said, I'm leaving. So they came separately, right at the moment of silence. So they're like, what's happening? Why is no one talking? So
It was
they
nice
figured it
that, I don't remember the cop's name, the one that did the red flowers.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
said he was a
Oh,
veteran too.
Chris Jimenez, I believe.
Chris Jimenez?
Wasn't it
I think
Chris
that might be
Jimenez?
who it
Okay,
was, yes.
I didn't know he was a veteran too. That was
Yeah, but
interesting.
there are several of the
Yeah.
officers on the
Yeah.
force that are veterans.
Yeah. I thought there was a nice turnout.
Yes,
Yeah.
Terrific turnout.
yes.
So one thing to add on that, and it's something Terry mentioned, but several other people mentioned, that it would not hurt to have some sort of a sound system.
Definitely.
And I know you had mentioned for Declaration Day, the sound system that you had was not satisfactory. When we were over at Middlesex Middle School for the September 11th.
Yeah, there was people
That
had an
was
issue with that
Jeff
too.
DeMayo brought his system, so and he donated his time or I should say, Superintendent Adley arranged for that to happen. So I'm not sure how that actually works, but I think it's definitely something we should look into. And I'm not sure if anyone has any friends in the business or anything. I don't think we would need anything complicated.
Could maybe Channel 17 provide something? I mean, Channel 79?
Well, I know Jim had mentioned that they would be there, they would
Jim
be
Cameron?
filming, yes. And they would have microphones, but it was for the purposes of capturing the sound for the filming. But that it wouldn't be any projection of sound.
Oh.
So I don't know if that means they don't have that, or, I mean, that would be one
Yeah,
person to ask.
I wonder what the cost of a very, very good portable sound system is, what that price range is. And if it's, I don't know, if we get the town to buy a top quality one that we can all use, and if maybe there's some private support for it.
Yeah?
I don't know, it's a thought. I'd be
Right.
happy to look into that in January.
Oh, okay, you do that, okay, excellent,
Just-
yeah. I-
Because it's helpful to have clear sound that's easy,
Mhm.
that it's portable, and with all the technology today,
Yeah, yeah.
it should be pretty easy to find. I would think a good quality sound system at not a ridiculous price.
Right.
That's portable.
Okay, that would be a good
Yeah, I'd be
help,
happy
thank
to
you.
look into that.
Okay, excellent.
I'll start with our friend over there.
TV's
Yeah.
We'll see what we can.
I think we've got a lot of wonderful resources who
I think
have
so.
knowledge on that
Yeah,
subject.
yeah.
Okay.
You had mentioned it, we had all kind of thought it was a good idea to sing the national anthem.
Oh, okay, yep, so we'll add that for next year.
Yes.
And you thought Jamie would be a good candidate for that because she's got a great voice?
She can sing a cappella, yes.
Okay.
Ah.
And I know
She's
my
got a beautiful voice.
my
Fun.
son said to me, well, no one asked me. You're
Well,
such a
ooh.
teenager.
And
Does he sing?
He does.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
oh, yes.
Well, we could do a duet.
Yes,
Yes, refresh my memory.
CJ.
CJ.
CJ, yeah.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah, so that'd be,
We have a candidate.
That's a good idea.
It's-
Get some youngsters involved.
Sure.
And he's an Eagle Scout, he might be able to use that as
Even
something for
better.
his program.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
an extracurricular
Yeah,
type
it
thing.
definitely always needs volunteer hours and
Right.
Mhm.
things
Great.
like that.
Love that.
Okay.
The other thing we might do to get people to focus on being in the center where you were, because where we were sitting on the side by this entrance, you couldn't hear.
No.
Yeah.
And maybe if we put very simple, not
Amplifiers.
stanchions, but
Oh, I know
roses
what
or
you mean.
for lack
Yep.
of,
Yeah.
and say, please stand between this in some way so we focus everybody there, because,
I did, I mean, I said it once or twice to please come over, but no, I mean,
yeah.
people, you know, move 2 steps over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 2
maybe
steps
if
forward.
someone, yeah,
Once they had arrived, they kind of planted themselves.
I think so. which
Plus,
is
there's that wall you can
understandable.
sit on.
Uh-huh.
Instead of, if you don't want to stand, you can sit on that wall
Fair,
there.
Yeah. Thoughts
Or
for,
to- I mean, or we can also go out and look and see, you know, maybe do we bring the mountain to Muhammad?
Accepting that the flag is there though. How would you do that portion of it if you move the venue?
No, not move the venue, just pivot to where.
Oh, I see
it
what you're
seems
saying.
a
Except
comfortable
there's more
place for people to
people
be.
for
There's
sit.
just no way for the,
But then you don't have the
People to get
flagstone
in.
walkway to get up.
right.
That's why I think we've always done it where it is.
yeah, we could also get portable chairs, the Norotan Fire Department, because we'd only probably need, I think Norotan has 25 folding chairs, and I'm sure they'd be happy to. bring
Sure.
them up.
And then if we put them, then people would understand that, oh,
Right.
this is the focus of where people are supposed to be.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Who is it that has 25?
Norotan Fire Department,
Okay.
and they're happy to bring them over and pick them up.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Are they the ones that put the chairs out for the 911 event?
No, that was.
That
you
was
mean
the
school?
her
That was
event?
the school ended up doing that.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yours was Weaver, right?
Yeah, Weaver.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Okay, well, great, thank you all for the great ideas. Cemetery committee update. Do we
Okay,
have any?
I talked to the gentleman that owns Family Landscaping today.
What's the name of the landscaping?
Family Landscaping, it takes care of the cemeteries that we're kind of watching. And I asked him when he's gonna start fall cleanup, and he said, Jim, very soon when the leaves stop falling.
Oh,
Which is smart, right? Okay, so
Fair
that's
enough.
that.
Okay.
Now, I had, the last meeting we had, I was talking about, we were all talking about getting some kind of a nonprofit. Okay, so what I did was I called Michael Netter, who is a local lawyer and who was on the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay.
And I advised him what the objective was. And he said, Jim, he said, what we've got to do is we've got to develop a 501c13.
501c3,
Yeah,
nonprofit.
and it's a
It's the-
non-stock corporation. Here it is, a non-stock corporation, 501c13 is what he called it. Okay? Which we would develop for the purpose of funding to take care of the cemeteries in addition to what the town does. And I asked him what it would cost, and he said he'll do it pro bono. So I followed up with him because he was gonna ask Jeremy Ginsburg if there was some sort of a organization in town that is involved with the cemeteries, and he said no. He said, well, this is what we'll do. I said, okay, fine. So he said, I need a name, and I'm talking to a marketing friend of mine to get a name, you know, for this group, okay? So that's that one. The other one that I mentioned was the country clubs in town. You know, like Weburn does Slauson Cemetery, and Woodway does the cemetery that's adjacent to them. But I talked to the general manager, his name is Warren Burdock, and they have a monthly meeting with all the general managers of the different clubs in town.
Okay.
So I asked him if he would talk to them and find out if they would be interested in doing it, you know? And I called him today and I called him last week, but I haven't heard back from him, but I'll continue to follow up
Okay.
on him with that, all right? And the last thing that I volunteered to do, it doesn't have anything to do with cemeteries, but I just figured I'd get it off the table, is we were talking about trying to get more exposure for the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission. And Terry was gave me the name of a person at one of the magazines. And to be honest with you, I haven't gotten to that this month, and I will get to that next one. I've been kind of under the weather with some stuff, but that's it, all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great,
All
thank
right.
you.
Could you spell the names for me, Netter?
Nedder,
Okay.
Michael Netter.
Okay, and,
He's a local lawyer,
right. And then the other one was
Warren
Bardock?
Burdock, I think, yeah.
Okay.
And do we know if, as a commission, we're allowed to?
This would not be the commission.
Okay.
This would be outside this commission. If you notice, I said in addition to whatever the town
Okay,
contributes.
so that'd be.
Yeah, and you know, as far as,
Yep, that,
yeah,
The five, setting up a nonprofit.
yeah, and that's all outside of this, you know?
okay.
And the other side of the coin is that I don't wanna get into running it, so I'm gonna have to get somebody to do that.
That's
No,
fair.
I don't wanna be
Totally fair.
responsible for where the money goes, you know?
Right.
All right?
So what's because I have set up a 501c3,
Okay,
and you have to, it's a federal filing, it's a federal tax code. And you have to register the organization with the state of Connecticut and then file for the 501c3. And it's
Okay.
exempting taxes.
Okay,
It's
see,
a
go ahead.
nonprofit
All right.
organization.
Yep,
What would be the purpose of it, to take care of the cemeteries?
yes, to raise money for the cemeteries. And if you recall, Rob Hewlick,
Yeah.
one of the companies that his company used to own was a monuments company.
Right.
And we had that owner of that monuments company come out and visit all the cemeteries over a year ago, because a lot of the headstones have fallen and they need to be repaired, and that becomes extremely expensive.
Right.
And you don't write this down. I've talked to some of the foundations in town, and I gently saying, I think they're interested in different things, which is okay, and that's why I would like to do something like this. And the guy that I'm talking to is a guy by the name of Sean Calvillo, and he is an entrepreneur and a very excellent technology guy. So, he was saying, Jim, you have to think about how you want to market this thing. I'm going to shut up in a minute, but at different times a year, whether it's the 4th of July or whether it's something like that, that you can do more of a fundraising effort. So he's going to give me a lot of ideas as far as that's concerned,
Okay.
So
Neat.
that's it.
That's all, huh?
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank
That
you
is
so
awesome.
much. That's really neat. Some good out of the box thinking.
Maybe.
Okay. Let's move on to the wartime veteran street sign program.
Okay. So it seems like everyone agreed with the
Yeah.
candidate.
Yes.
Easy to find out.
Yeah.
I guess the next step is, to get a date and also get the sign. I was looking at the only paperwork I have is contact the East Coast Sign Company. Does anyone have any, because when I Google the East Coast Sign, there's like 15 of them.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, okay, and none of them seem to be in this area, so I was thinking, maybe I'll reach out to Linda and ask her, she must have a record of where they've ordered them before.
Sure, yeah.
What-
Terry
What
might.
about Terry Gaffney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Terry Gaffney would probably know.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
So-
he did like
Oh,
this.
okay.
Does anyone have any thoughts? I know, Veterans Day's gone
Yeah, it's
past,
come and
but
gone.
do we want to wait till Memorial Day, or should we try to do something in the winter?
For the street naming?
Yeah.
Maybe May,
Is that Memorial Day?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot going on in Memorial Day.
maybe end of
Well, that's
But
what
like
we-
at the
that's what
beginning of
we
May,
do.
like, right?
Yeah, generally we will,
Mm-hmm.
we've only done this, I'm not even sure, 5 times, but we had named one around Veterans Day and
Okay.
one around Memorial Day.
Okay.
Yeah, so Memorial Day is May 29th. So there's like a couple weekends in there before, not, the 4th. Oh, it's a Sunday, right? So the 5th or 12th or, right? May 5th, 12th, or 19th, so I guess I could figure out. Oh, the 12th is Mother's Day. So either like the May 5th or May 19th, I guess you have to contact the police and all, and make sure what's going on.
Yes.
And also,
Do we have a designee?
Hmm?
Do we have a designee?
Yes, I sent out the candidate, and it was all positive feedback.
Yes.
So,
Why don't you tell us again what is his
his name is John Droney,
Could you spell that?
John, and the last name is Droney, Droney.
He was a very big volunteer in town, right?
He was,
With
he
the-
did a
with
lot
the
of volunteer
kids?
work.
Yeah.
The street would be Miller Road, which is kind of where he met took care of that, helped that little boy,
Okay,
Um,
great.
which then the parents offered him the house.
Oh,
And it came with the land.
Yeah.
So that was nice,
Wow.
it sounds like looking at it like he was probably just, but
Yeah.
back in the 50s, they didn't have labels for,
No,
so,
maybe we were better
yeah, without
with all
labels.
the labeling, yes.
So, Okay, so I'll
Excellent,
move
so we can move forward with that.
forward that. Oh,
And if
okay.
you run into any problems getting that information, we can try to make sure we get in touch with Terry.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Because I think he did the last one or two.
Okay, and I have a few other, yeah, I'll give me time too then to get, there's a few others I've reached out trying to get more information, like
Okay.
there's, you know, I have their service, but there's nothing else, like, you know, besides going to school, you know, like, I think it.
Right, so that's just for people that may be watching.
Yes,
What we're talking about is we have a Veterans Street Sign Program, and there's an application, and you have to indicate wartime service, and then service to the town of Darien, that the person came back to town and did things that helped people in town. So this, our next selectee is a great example of that. And we do have applications that have been submitted, but they're not complete. So what Susan needs is not only the information about the service, but some more detailed information about what sorts of things they did here in town. So if people can, if you've submitted an application and you haven't heard anything, that could be why. So maybe do some research on that. And we're always seeking new candidates as well. So.
right.
All right, let's see. The display case, that was a great mention. Was that in the patch about the,
It was well done, I don't know who did that, I didn't send it in.
oh, that's neat.
I don't
So,
know where it came from, but
I
I
know,
think
it
I
was
forwarded
with
it to you,
Yes,
yeah.
you did forward
I
it to
did.
me.
Daughters
Very
of the
nice.
American Revolution had,
Right.
had a,
I think
display.
Vigi put that in.
okay,
I think
great.
she submitted
Oh,
it, yeah. Because I remember I talked to Autumn. I'll get together today at some point. And she asked me, she said that she wanted to submit something, but they wanted her to pay for it.
Oh,
I said, I've never heard of that before. I said that I've dealt with the patch many times and they've never done that. But I don't know if Vigi actually paid for it or not. But I'm guessing she's the one that sent that in because I didn't. I just forwarded it to the universe because.
yeah, it's great, yeah,
But yeah, we do need to do more to get what we're doing out.
sure.
We have Wreaths of America going in December. I think the 14th.
Okay, so if you want to contact Karen and let her know that she's welcome to, or is Vigi's display still in there?
She moved it, she went from October the middle to the November 14th. I think today's the last day, and then she's gonna be out.
Okay,
And then it'll be empty for a week or two until,
okay, yeah, just let her know.
until Wreaths goes in there.
Bring her stuff whenever she's ready.
Okay.
She doesn't have to wait till the 1st of December, I guess.
No, she specifically said the 14th of November. You
Okay,
know,
Okay.
yeah. She was gonna have it through 10:30, and then she had sent something to me and said, is anybody using it in November? And at that point, I didn't have anybody, so I told her to go ahead and, you know, extend it, because she went in the middle of
Right,
October.
right,
It wasn't
right,
like
yeah.
she had a whole month in there.
okay. Let's see. Wreaths Across America, I know, I had just gotten an email, I think, that they're up to 400 wreaths or something like that. So
Oh.
that's going along. Would be great if JC could, you know, keep advertising that so that we do get,
JC?
JC Carter is the current person that's organizing Wreaths Across America.
Okay.
He's from upstate, I think, Connecticut.
I think he moved to Monroe or Newtown or something like that, so. And, yeah. And let's see, we need to submit our schedule of meetings for next year. Is that something you would be able to do as the secretary?
She says with a smile.
Please.
Yes, okay,
So second Tuesday, 3:30, we don't meet in July or August.
okay, I'll,
And
get
it
it.
goes to, oh gosh.
Linda O'Leary.
No, actually to Tamara
Oh,
in Parks and Rec.
Who, Tamron?
Tamara, I think?
Tamron?
Tamara.
Tomorrow.
believe,
And
I was
she's
gonna
in Park
stop.
and Rec.
in Parks and Rec. And she's in charge of scheduling the rooms. And we could just request room 206. And then occasionally we get put over here for, if they have conflicts with the
Yeah.
room.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll get in touch with her.
Okay,
And I'll figure out what the months and days are gonna be.
okay,
Tuesday, second Tuesday of every month.
yeah,
Okay.
excellent, thank you. Before we do new business, I remember seeing it on here, and for whatever reason, I think I've deleted it. But the budget submission, Rob Hulick, our treasurer, is working on, that's due, I believe, at the end of this month, so he's putting that together, so.
End of November?
Yes, so he's gonna have that. And we could put, since it hasn't been submitted, let's put in for a sound system.
Yes.
I don't know what they cost, but we could do a quick Google
I would
search.
think we can do a really quick Google
Yeah.
search on a range.
Okay.
I wonder if anybody would donate one to us.
We did have someone say they would completely underwrite the one for Declaration Day. But that would be a professional system that we wouldn't own.
Oh, okay.
So, but that might be the way to go because
Vimeo doesn't work on that? That's what Channel 79 uses, is Vimeo?
let's have, I think, maybe have a conversation with Channel 79, DAF,
DAF?
Darien Athletic Foundation.
Oh,
They
okay.
do the,
You gotta clue me in on this
yeah,
stuff,
they
okay.
do the football, they do all the sporting events, or many of the sporting events, and they've got great equipment. And because Monuments and Ceremonies, these are town events, and what, we have 5 of them. I just, off
That's
the
a
top of
good
my
idea.
head,
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe
that's
it's
the way.
just 'cause
'cause
we've
I don't think
never
we-
asked.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, that's a great idea. Okay.
I mean, they have the equipment, why not capitalize on that rather than one more piece for somebody else to have to manage
Right.
and maintain?
And the Vimeo works pretty good. I mean, they started that when I was on that committee, which was, I want to say 3 years ago.
Okay,
And it seems to work pretty well.
yeah,
And you can pick it up on your phone or anywhere,
I know,
which is nice. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Now, is there any new business?
Well, I don't know if this is business, but for some reason I had written down in my agenda that we were going out for drinks and apps at 4:30.
And I totally forgot to
Oh.
invite, we were gonna invite Jim Long to go.
Well, we'll postpone it until
Okay.
next month and do it for Christmas.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can't, yeah. Sure.
Everybody has to save all that room for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
right.
That's right.
So maybe,
Okay, so I wasn't
no, you
fantasizing
were
here.
not fantasizing. So let's have maybe a holiday get-together.
That's a nice
We'll call
chance to
that.
thank the people who've served on the committee, Terry Gaffney and Jim Long. I don't know if Terry's gonna come to meetings periodically, but still to thank him, both
I
of
was
them.
surprised he wasn't at the Veterans thing.
Terry, so was I, to be honest with you, really.
Where was he?
I have no idea, honestly.
I don't know.
Jim
He
Long-
does, he does more traveling now, I think now that he's,
And Norwalk might have had an event that he went to since he's now living in Norwalk, so he, you know.
Yeah.
Jim Long was there.
Yes,
Yes, I saw him,
Yeah.
his
yes.
cat.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
With his cat?
His
Yeah.
cat.
He served
Oh, his
in
cat.
Vietnam,
Yeah.
Oh
destroyer.
my God, I need to go home. Oh, okay.
All right.
You know, I have a question, and it doesn't apply to this committee, but
Well, should we,
Oh,
We're
thank
pretty
you, that
good.
does help
Maybe
me.
should we have a Carabillo?
Okay,
Anybody
all right.
want a motion to adjourn?
Oh,
motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor? All right.
And it's what, it's